Hi. In a mother of U-turns, not to mention the ultimate hypocrisy, Starmer and Labour, after describing calls for a national inquiry into the grooming gangs as jumping on the ultra-right bandwagon, appear to have undergone a revelation of epic proportions. Why? It's complicated on the surface, but really not too difficult to figure out. Labour are scared stiff of losing millions of votes and parliamentary seats in the red wall constituencies to Reform UK. Having previously been bolstered by a block of inner-city Muslim votes, they've already lost many of these to independents. To have drawn these votes into what amounts to a sectarian basis. And more importantly, Labour's former working class voters are deserting en masse, mainly to Reform. So they have to be seen to be reacting to public anger and revulsion, if only from a purely opportunistic self-preservation angle. Will it work? I doubt it. It's too late. Nevertheless, this national inquiry will have to make at its centre the evidence, experiences, trauma suffered by the victims, who were previously ignored, abandoned, dehumanised, called child prostitutes, procurers, and even prosecuted as such. Also, total exposure, no holds barred, of the local authorities, councillors, social services, who along with police covered up and enabled this for decades. All this must be done, whatever the cost of so-called community relations, if any form of justice is to be perceived, let alone delivered. Is there a possibility of increasing racial, religious tension, much of it also fueled by the ultra-right on social media, who will certainly take advantage of the horrific evidence that will be forthcoming? There's no doubt opportunistic demagogues, ranging from Tommy Robinson to Farage, will take advantage of this, linking it to illegal migration, the rise of ghettoised communities, and Islam. This could spill over into serious street confrontation, as well as success at the ballot box for the populist right. I also see any attempt to counter this by the government and liberal left as backfiring, aiding the rise of the populist right. It would be foolish, naive in the extreme, to expect any form of justice to arise from the inquiry, anything from the mechanisms of the state. Despite this, it will be necessary to have a public inquiry, even if it only brings a modicum of closure. Also, to hear the voices of the courageous victims who will testify. It should be their inquiry, and the offenders must be exposed and rooted out, whatever the consequences. The communities from which these offenders arose must break out of their isolation, defensiveness, and confront the rot in their midst, which they may assist us in confronting our own rot, a system that breeds this abuse. Could this happen? Not if the politicians of all shades could help it. Bye.